This is more like it. So as I was saying, I have a series of projects lined up. I'm sorry this won't be a tutorial. I'll have to breeze through it so I can meet up with my deadlines. A lot of work piled up as a result of the public holidays. So part of the reason why I'm recording this is so I can be motivated not to waste your time and work fast enough to get the most done in the shortest amount of time. I seem to perform best under pressure. So the projects for today are 2 beat mixes for Cool FM and maybe a couple of sweepers for Nigeria Info. Those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. My name is Virgil Anesha, aka DJ Provoe, founder of Provoe Planet, a self-help multimedia creative platform where creatives come together to better themselves, improve themselves with the carefully curated self-help resources. I'm a researcher and author. I think I have about 5 books to my name on Amazon at the moment. A couple are still in the works, and I've been quiet on social media platforms. If you go on social media, all my accounts are like very low in following. So if you could help me, boost the numbers, I think it helps in this current day and age. Your following is like your curriculum vitae. It's like your CV. It tells the world how valuable you are. It forms an impression, and I think I neglected building a following in exchange for developing myself, thinking it was necessary to leave it to leave it while developing my value. I'm realizing that it's actually cool to develop your value in public, meaning approach the public while you're still a learner, a beginner, an intermediate, and then a master. Let them see the process. A lot of people will benefit from your journey while you're in the dirt. For example, me making this video right now, I'm not really ready to come forward with my face looking like this. My scalp is not totally healed. For those of you who know the backstory, if you don't, you can scroll down my Instagram page. There are updates from when I cut off my hair. Those of you who know my previous logo before it switched to the lion, it was me on Afro. So back to what I was saying. Today, I want to create some content around my work space. This is me in my office, in my studio. I run the production studio for the Port Harcourt branch of Cool Wazobia Info, which are the 3 top radio brands in Nigeria right now. So I'm in charge of the branding, I'm in charge of the sound, I'm in charge of making sure Cool FM doesn't sound like Wazobia, Wazobia doesn't sound like Nigeria Info. So I direct the voiceovers when they come in to record, let's say, liners, sweepers, jingles, bumpers, stingers, and then I also oversee production for advertising, advertising brought in by external clients. In essence, I'm in charge of quality control for the jingles that air on the 3 stations. I ensure they are of quality, or if they need to be remade, I produce them here. I also put together recorded programs. I also put together a couple of programs you hear online are not on air, are not live. I put them together. I recorded them here. Set up the mics, the presenter asking the questions, the guest on the other end answering the questions. Then I put them together, put the music on that, and then play it live. So I've been behind the scene. I've been at this job description, this position for the past over 6 years now, running the affairs of production and branding the sound and creating those beautiful 95.9 kind of liners that you hear. I've been in charge of those beat mixes that give you a taste of what you would get when you stay glued to Cool FM, or the the PSAs you hear, the public service announcements you hear on Nigeria Info that advertise, the value we provide in terms of keeping you up to date with the latest information. You know, I've been behind the those of you who listen to Wazobia News every morning by 8 a.m. I made that instrumental that you hear. Yeah, I crafted it in this studio from scratch. The news bed, the news background music, that's my work. So I do a lot of stuff behind the scene. Do a um I do a what they call those who do work behind the scene, and you don't get to see them, but you feel their effect. If they remove their hands from whatever they're doing, a couple of things may, but I think it's time I begin to share the process. For those of you who might get inspired by this, get encouraged by this, I have a lot of stories to share, but on this particular video, I just want to focus on what I have to do, and probably you get to appreciate the behind the scene process. So stick around and let's get it.